There she is. Thank you very much. Don Powell.
Lovely. That's all sorted, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, so
four.
we're now Wednesday, June the 1st, 77. And I found out I was trying to call H, but he'd gone to he come to London to Advision, the recording studios, Advision, to listen to the live tapes. Now I don't know what live tapes there must have been. It must have been whether it was from America or whether it was something we did on a UK tour.
Oh, right.
You know, because there was the one time the BBC they had like an in concert thing on one of the tours. I don't know, is it the previous one to this? And the power went off halfway through the whole, you know, everything went out. So I don't understand that. Right. I called Susie, which was like Chas's secretary, like if I was going to be needed or not, you know. I didn't get a reply, so obviously not. And then Swin was in the office. He just arrived back from New York, you know, because he was living there.
Yeah.
So he arrived back, you know, blah blah blah, and see. I know, actually, I must have been in Wolverhampton.
Right.
I think what it was, Frank was staying at my place in London, and Swin went there as well. That's what it was, because I had dinner at Mum and Dad's, and I popped to see Derek, my brother Derek, Chris, and Ian. You know, so and then that's right. God, this is typical H. This is typical. Listen to this. H called me and says, "Why aren't you in London? I've got nowhere to stay." Why couldn't you have booked in a hotel? You know,
well,
he always did that because you know, obviously it didn't cost him anything, and that was it.
Did he say? Have you got anything about the live tape? Did he say anything about the live tapes to you?
It just says, well, I miss it now. H had gone to London to have to hear the live tapes. There might be something further on, Chris.
Oh, right.
You know, might be something further on. And now I've got like, I got what I normally write. I was going to London that next day. I was obviously in Wolverhampton. Frank was going to drive me down and drop me at Advision. So anyway, let's have a look. Got it. It's here now, Chris. Got it. So he dropped me at Advision, Frank did, and I spent the day going over the Ipswich live tapes. It must have been,
right, yeah.
One of the gigs off the tour, Ipswich, the live tapes.
Yeah.
And that's all it says there, you know. Yeah. Oh, that's
that
right.
was the Ipswich one was originally the one that was cancelled, but then you did it again in
we rescheduled it, didn't we?
That's it, the end of May.
That's it. So
it was only a couple of weeks old, the tapes.
So that would be the one then.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we John, the drummer with the Rubettes, we got invited to his place. You know, and we went to his place to meet his friends. Now I don't know what that's all about now. It's a job, and we didn't get home till 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, that's weird. I had to ask him one time.
So somewhere, I should know this, there's some Ipswich live tapes probably flying around somewhere. Somebody will tell me. Somebody will say I should know all this, but I don't.
They'll find that. There might be something further on about them. I don't know.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And then on the 3rd, the Friday the 3rd, I went to the office, spent some time with, it was me, Chaz, Nod and Jim, deciding what the next single should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't say anything about what, you know, it might be later on. There's nothing, What could you know what would it be about then? 77?
The next one, which you released in October, was My Baby Left Me.
I
That's
was
All
about
Right,
to say,
Mama.
was it My Baby Left Me? But this
Yeah.
is June. So do we have?
But, I mean, Elvis died obviously in the August.
The what?
So
Sorry?
Elvis died in the August, which makes sense why he released My Baby Left Me.
Yeah, that wasn't the reason.
But it makes
but it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, sort of got back to the flat. Frank was there, and we went to see Young Frankenstein and the Producers.
Mel Brooks double bill.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's it. So for the next
have you got any mention about the next? And you said they were discussing it, but can you remember what it was going to be?
That's all it was. He said deciding what single we should release. Yeah, and that was it. It's weird that I didn't put anything in there. And like I said, we'll see as it goes on. See what
Yeah.
Shall we go on? Let's have a look. Drove to Brighton for this is Saturday the 4th. Drove to Brighton for the day because yeah. No, and then that's right. When we got back to London, obviously there was a lot of Scottish football fans running havoc around London.
Oh right.
So there might have been an international game, like a Scotland playing England that day. It's on a Saturday, so it makes sense. Yeah. Let's have a look. Okay, we got Sunday the 4th. Oh, I spent. Swim was down, and Willie used to look after my drums. Willie Wright.
Yeah.
It was me, Swim, Willie, and Frank went to the Richard Steele's, which is the pub in Hampstead.
Yeah,
that was our local then. So
yeah.
We were there for the afternoon.
Yeah.
So
you've mentioned that a few times.
Yeah, that was the London Trumpet, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But I think I told you certain nights during the week it was
the lock-in.
Yeah, so it was about £2 each, and then carry on drinking. So there was no money no money going over the counter.
Yeah.
And a couple of officers used to come in to have a couple of beers as well.
Shocked.
Allegedly.
Shocked.
Allegedly, yeah. Yeah. Now. That was it. Have a look on Monday the 6th. Have a look. Oh, it's strange. Jim and Frank's mum and dad came down from Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Yeah. We picked them up at the station. Was it? And we drove them to my place. We all had lunch together at my place. Then we dropped them off at Trafalgar Square so they could go sightseeing. We obviously didn't go back home because me and Frank drove to Wardour Street to see Silent Movie.
Yeah.
Another drink at the Stills, sort of thing. Yeah, that was also Jim's mum and dad was obviously staying at his place in Highgate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so have a look. And on Tuesday the 7th. Oh, Tuesday the 7th, we drove to, who was it? We drove to Earl's Court to a Queen concert.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we drove to, obviously I must have, that's right. I spoke to Nod beforehand, but he wasn't going to the Queen concert. That's right, because Leandra wasn't very well. So we went. So we went. We obviously, got tickets, through Brian, whatever.
Yeah.
And all I've got here was it wasn't that good a show, which is unusual. So it wasn't. I don't know why, but we met Chrissy. Well, Chrissy was Brian's girlfriend at the time, and Mary was Freddie's token girlfriend. If
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean.
Was that the lady he married?
Eh?
Was that the lady he married, Mary? I think he was, wasn't it?
They didn't marry, but he left all his money. He left all his money to her.
Yeah.
He left everything to her, you know. And we went to their reception at some hotel after. Well, that's right. We didn't stay too long because it seemed very, very highbrow, whatever that, you know. So we probably didn't fit in. So we did. We probably got a few drinks, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's have a look where we got to. Oh, we drove back to Wolverhampton after that.
Yeah.
Blooming hell, strange. We went ran. Oh, that's right. We ran out of petrol right by the Cleveland Arms, you know, the Cleveland Arms pub. So
Yeah.
we pushed. I've got to remember now. We pushed the car onto the Cleveland Arms car park and ran to the Lafayette to try and get the last few.
I just thought the idea of the Queen going back too highbrow and you pushing a car through Wolverhampton. Yeah. It's just too rock and roll, isn't it?
So you've got me. We ran to the Lafayette, and then Keith Mantle, who was our very first pony, he was Keith, there. Yeah. And then after the laugh, he was at the laugh, and he took me to get petrol, you know, for the car. So that was good.
Good lad. I'll remind him of that.
Wednesday the 8th, Swim picked me up. I could go rehearsing. Rehearse at Cannock.
Where about in Cannock did you rehearse?
It used to. I thought, was it like a village hall or something, or was the school? I can't remember now. I think it was some kind of little hall. Chris, and then of course there's Jim drove me home, you know.
Yeah.
And I found, that's right, and that I found Brian May up just to say thank you for, it must have been for the tickets, and he wasn't there. I spoke to Chrissy, you know. So I'm not sure whether that was the time when my car was broken into, Chris, when they took all the stereo system out.
Oh, right.
Right, and there was no damage, and all the leads they didn't want, they put them in little bowls and left them on the floor. But there was 10 CDs in there, right? 10 CDs in the rack. There was 2 Slade CDs. They took 8 and left the Slade CDs. I couldn't stop laughing, but I thought that they left us. I called Donoff. I said, "You'll never get such happened." And he said, I said, "They must have known it was your car. They left the 2 Slade CDs in."
There's always a critic.
Yeah, it is. Right.
Lots of rehearsing.
Sorry?
Lots of rehearsing.
Yeah, we must have been. Maybe the new song. Yeah, that was on Wednesday. There was a few drinks. We got ready to get something for Swin's birthday. That's right. His birthday is June the 9th. That's right. Let's have a look, see where we are. That's right. We had spent the night at a trumpet for Swin's birthday.
Yeah.
On the 9th. That's his birthday. That's right. On the 9th.
Not as highbrow as the Queen do.
Sorry, what was that?
Not as highbrow as the Queen.
No, not quite. Yeah, sort of things. Yes, right. We got home about 1:30. That's right. Sort of thing. Let's have a look. No, nothing there.
Well, that's all. I mean, we're sort of, if you're just doing rehearsing and things like that, what were you rehearsing for?
Well, I'm touring down, but I don't know whether we're rehearsing for new stuff for the stage show or whether we're rehearsing new stuff to record, original stuff to record. I haven't written it down. Maybe there's something, you know, around somewhere.
I mean, to be honest, the rest of the year, you didn't gig, did you? And you only brought out the 1 single.
Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. We got it. I'm sat. He might have been rehearsing this, making flew to the Isle of Man.
You did that one concert.
Must have been rehearsing for the maybe for that.
You'd only just come off the back of that tour with Pussycat and the Rubettes and all.
Oh, that's that German thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know then, Chris.
Because
unless we're rehearsing for some shows coming up, you know.
Yeah. But you didn't do any other than the Isle of Man. You didn't do it other than the Isle of Man. You didn't do any, did you?
No,
not that year.
Let's have a look. That's right. We had to hang around the hall for quite a while because Charlie was our sound guy at the time, was trying to sort. There was an earth problem at the gig, and he was trying to sort that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you remember the gig? Was it a good gig, bad gig, so gig?
We'll see what happens. We rehearsed with the lighting crew.
Yeah.
No, probably for different cues, you know, but yeah, and that was it. I had a good show according to this.
Right.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Flew back to Liverpool on the Monday, the 13th. Flew back to Liverpool on the 13th.
Yeah.
And then drove to Wolverhampton.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, last time
that night on the Monday, I went to the Park Hall for the night because that Monday night was the Park Hall nights. Then they just, you know, that used to be the nights at the Park Hall.
Yes, yeah, I know the one.
On Saturday, but Monday was the big night. Yeah, that's over. And then on Tuesday the 14th, met Swin, Ross and Marg at the trumpet. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it was a long time. Yeah. Popped to see my brother and his wife, you know. I spent the night at Jim's birthday party. That would be right. That'd be the 14th.
Yes,
that'd be right. That'd be right. That's Jim's. Swin rang about going to London.
Yeah.
Because I decided to go myself. And, then I waited for Swin and Willie to arrive. We always have to spend the night drinking, so that's probably at the stills again, I would think.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question, Don?
Huh?
Can you still see me?
Still what?
Can you still see me?
Yeah.
I'm a movie. That's the question because your screen's frozen. I just want to know, you know.
Oh, is it? Oh no, it's normal.
That's okay. That's all right. The voice is still there.
Well, I can see my screen at the top of the big one, but it's all right. It's moving. You know, it's normal. It's moving.
It may well when I do it all downloaded, it might well be all right. But it's nothing to worry about. We can still hear you.
According to this, let's have a look. That's right. On the Thursday the 16th, we were at Advision. Spent all day doing overdubs, but not drums, just guitars and voices. I didn't need to do anything.
Was this on the live tapes from Ipswich?
It doesn't say, but I can only assume, you know. Yeah, sort of.
How does that work? I mean, just the technical thing. Do you just listen to the playback?
Yeah.
And then fill in any little bit of dinks?
Yeah, that's it. If there's anything, sometimes when you're playing live, if someone either a mic goes out or something's a little bit of a fluff somewhere, or somebody makes a mistake, you know, you can just redo that little part. You know what I mean? And that's like that. And drums are the hardest to try and record live. You know, so sometimes I mean the drums were an awful sound on the live tape or whatever, but that's to sort of do them again.
Do you know if going back to this live thing, if it had already been planned that you were going to record it, or was it just pure chance because it was a rescheduled gig at Ipswich? And you thought,
well, no, it would have to be planned, Chris, because we have to sort the mobile, the mobile unit,
Yeah.
you know,
So
thing for outside, and do all the sound checks with the engineers and everything.
yeah, so it was sort of lucky in some ways that the Ipswich gig was separate to all the others. You could organise all that then, couldn't you?
Yeah, we could do all that. That's all that to do to get the recording, the mobile unit there.
Yeah.
That is all that to have all the cables from the mobile into the hall, you know, and the microphones and stuff like that. You know, it's only a 5-minute job. You know what I mean? Yeah. It takes a lot. You're doing overdubs. According to this, I didn't need to do anything. So they must have been doing guitars and bass, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And after the studio, we did some photographs with Gerard Bankovic. He always did our photographs. So what that was for, I don't know.
Can you remember where they were, or what the photographs were?
No, all I've got here is photo Ad Vision for overdub, photograph session after. All I need is casual clothes.
Yeah.
You know, so it
wasn't for the...
It doesn't say whether it was in the studio or whether it was out on location.
Yeah, you can't remember.
Also, so the next day on Friday the 17th, H was obviously staying at my place because that was his DOS house, because he didn't have to pay for a hotel. You see, he didn't pay for food either. You know, and Swim was there as well, and so we went to Ad Vision again. That was Friday the 17th. That's right, doing overdubs. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's it, Slade. They got clean. Ross and Marg, you know, from Bilston, Ross Hawkins. You probably know if you see them. They use a trumpet. They're divorced now, Ross and Marg, but they used to follow us right from the very early days when we first formed.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we first got together. Ross lived in Oxford Street, Bilston.
Right.
You know, and he used to play in a band around that. He was a drummer then, I think, and we'd just been mates. And Marg used to come and watch us play, and that's how those two got together. You know, because you know, we at the same gig, they got married. You know, and then anyway, the next day, Saturday the 18th, went to the Stills. That'd be the lunchtime session. Didn't stay long. Oh, we went. Oh no, we went to see One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in the afternoon. Yeah. So we went to have something to it, and then go to the Stills after like evening session. Yeah. Next day, Sunday, before we had breakfast before going to the Stills. Let's have a look. I went to a wine bar that night. I don't know which one that would be. I can't imagine. And then on Monday the 20th, Swing called me to say about doing a TV show in Germany on the Friday.
Yeah.
You know, for some reason, I went to town to get that cigars and brandy. I don't know what that would be for, because I normally used to buy him that for his birthday, which is in December.
Oh,
but this is June, you know. Also, I must have been in Wolverhampton. That's strange, because I went to see Derek and Chris and Ian.
Yeah, so you come back.
You
come back to Wolves.
Where? And anyway, let's have a look where we are. Tuesday the 21st. No, nothing on there. We're going. Oh, drove to Barbarella's in Birmingham. Yeah, that club Barbarella's is probably there now, to watch Houdini and a group called Burlesque. I remember Burlesque. Yeah, that's all it says there. That's it. So look on Wednesday the 22nd. I was still in Wolverhampton. Went to a wine bar in Birmingham, and I remember that's right. Me and Frank went to see the Jam at the Lafayette.
Oh right. Well,
Yeah,
nice.
they were actually. I remember that they were really good. Actually,
Yeah.
I was really impressed with them. And I
Yeah.
drove to London. Drove to London after the Lafayette. Yeah. So Swin was at my place. Obviously, he was still up when we got there. We had some drinks before we went to bed. Yeah. Let's have a look where we are on Thursday. Nothing happened. Had an Indian takeaway before we went to the Steels. Yeah.
So you were flitting about a bit between Wolvo and
Yeah. Because then
down.
it was an easy drive, wasn't it? Because I mean, I was North London. I wasn't that far off the motorway.
No.
You know, it was not my flat was just off the Finchley Road, north.
Yeah.
And let's have a look. That's right. A driver picked us up. We drove to pick Jim up, drove to the airport to fly to Stuttgart,
Right.
to do a TV show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't say. It's unusual. I didn't put.
So what were you playing? Can you remember what you were playing?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's unusual. I don't know why. I would have done that later on, but for some reason, next day I drove to the airport to fly to Paris and on to London.
Yeah.
And then my bag and 3 guitars have been left behind. So that's not good.
No.
Yeah. So I went to the Steels. Yeah.
Is it still there?
I don't know. I just have to. I mean, Martin, his dad died, Martin. Then I heard that Martin died as well. So I think that's right. Because it's a weird thing now. What pubs are like, or breweries are like.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let Martin keep the Steels on when his dad went because it was in his dad's name, right? So they gave him another pub in Hampstead.
Yeah.
And somebody else. But I mean, that they were the ones that made the Steel, Martin and his dad.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Les at a trumpet.
Yeah.
He made the trumpet,
Yeah. It's right. There should be a plaque up there for you, shouldn't it? The Steels, Don Powell.
But everybody used to go in there. I mean, God, but actually, the next day, Sunday the 26th, to get the, I must have had a thing because I had to wait in for the guitars and my suitcase to arrive from the airport.
Oh, that's all right.
Then onto the Steels,
Yeah.
And then drove to Wolverhampton.
Bloody hell, mate.
Yeah.
You were clocking up the miles just doing that, weren't
you? Went to the wine bar. Let's have a look. That's right. On Monday the 27th, we rehearsed at Cannock.
Yeah.
Actually, we got rehearsing new numbers to record.
Right.
But that was it. Went to see Rollerball. Was that a film?
Yeah. Was it James Caan?
Oh, James Caan. That's right, James Caan. It's quite a heavy film, if I remember right. That was one.
It's sort of game thing for the game and death type thing.
Yeah. And then we went to the wine bar in Wolverhampton. Tenters. It ain't open now. It ain't there now. I don't think it is. Rehearsed at Cannock all day again, going over numbers. Oh, Chaz was there. So he must have, so Chaz came up.
Yeah. It must have been something big because you spend a lot of time rehearsing, as I said before.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll come to it, Let's have a look where we are the next on Wednesday. No, so I mean, I must have gone back to Wolverhampton because I called Smith. I says on Wednesday the 29th.
Yeah.
Called Smith. I'll see you. Saying I'll see you at a trumpet after. I'll see you at a trumpet later. I mean, we must have been going backwards and forwards to London all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
You've come back. I can see you moving now.
Sorry?
I can see you moving again now.
It's all right now, is it?
Oh.
Yeah. Went to the wine bar and the laugh that night. God.
Happy days.
Let's have a look. Let's hope where we are. Oh, then Swing called us on Thursday the 30th of June. Swing called to see if we want to go to Earl's Court to see back company.
Oh, right, yeah.
You fix it up with, the promoter Mel Bush.
Yeah.
He was doing it. He did all our tours as well, so there was never a problem getting into any of the shows,
No.
So Swing said he fixed it with Ambush. That was Mel's sister, who used to look after all the office work sort of thing, And let's have a look. Ran out of petrol going up Wittig Bank.
There's a pattern emerging. There's a pattern in there.
I had to push the car.
Bloody hell, mate.
I walked to the petrol station with a can. I could only get 25 pence worth for some reason. God.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's amazing. God,
shouldn't laugh.
It's great. It's great for me. It's great for me reading these as well.
I like the trivia of it. I mean, you get this sort of view of all this this rock and roll lifestyle sort of.
That's it. All this, private
run out of petrol.
Private planes and limousines.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Well, apparently, on Friday the 1st of July, shall we carry on going?
We'll call it today on that.
Yeah, no, that's taken up to June.
So up to July. So that gives us more chance.
I'll put the marker there.
Yeah.
It's really good, that is, Chris.
I think it's just genius.
I'll tell you what. I remember the one time talking about that. It wasn't funny. I've been out in Wolverhampton doing the rounds. I think I'll probably start at the trumpet.
Yeah.
But what I'd do, I'd probably have a few drinks down the Mermaid, because that was down the bottom of the hill where I lived. I had a few drinks down there, then I go onto the trumpet, whatever, onto the Lafayette or whatever. I remember going home and I ran out of petrol, right? And of course, I had to call. The only person I could think of was Dad. And of course, I'd had a few drinks that night. He went bloody apeshit at me. I mean, quite rightly though. He was so bloody angry with me. I mean, really, because I've been driving, the thing is, he was saying, don't forget, you were very close when you had the accident. They could breathalyze you because of your injuries,
Yeah.
He said, why don't you think of that, because can you imagine what it would have been like if it had been all the papers about me being caught drinking driving?
Exactly. It's not funny. As you say, it's not funny.
Good, would it?
No.
But no, that's good, that is, Chris. I mean, it's nice for me to read all this.
Well, it's good, but it's no different. I mean, when you're sort of doing stuff, you go to work, then you go for a drink, which is basically what you did, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, you go to work, go to the pub, go to the Steels, whatever. I would do the same. Go to work, go to watch it. You plan for weekend doing a tour, get all your pubs sorted out. You knew where you were going. It's no different.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing, I'll tell you what was good about, I think I told you about the £2 when we used to have a late night drinking.
The lock-in,
so there's no money going over the counter, and it was great. Because I mean, he used to bring sandwiches out as well, have a load of sandwiches. He'd only ask about maybe a dozen. Martin would only ask about a dozen. And it's say, don't mention it to anybody else. No. I'm going around asking the people who I want to stay. But like I said, it wouldn't say if I was drinking, one thing, it wouldn't let you go on to say large brandies. I mean, I was drinking large vodkas anyway, and so I could just carry on drinking that.
Mad.
It's
mad. Oh, and I want to ask you. You know, last time you were saying when the gigs, you were coming off stage and you in your diary, you'd put so gig, shit gig,
Yeah.
whatever. Was that just your view, or did you?
No,
Did you
it
sort
was
of?
just my view. It could have been, Chris, a so gig as far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
With the drums.
Did you ever
You know
sort
what
of
I
talk?
mean?
Did you ever talk about it amongst yourselves when you
Oh
came off?
yeah, we always used to say, you know, either this, whether this or that, whatever, you know.
Yeah,
But we always talked about it.
yeah. Because
And
I think a lot of people who get that scene in Flame where Jim throws his guitar
oh
down
yeah,
and
oh, it was
all
nothing
that
like
sort of
that.
thing.
I mean, Nod and Jim had used to have a few hot words because Jim would say something that was ridiculous. He'd either come off and say, me and Nod knew what was going. He'd come off and say, "Oh, we were crap tonight," or "Oh, we'd had a great night." Me and Nod just look at each other and just laugh, you know, just smile, you know. And it actually, Chris, it got to Nod towards the end. It got to Nod because Jim was coming off every night saying, "Oh, we were fucking crap tonight," like that. And I remember saying, and I said, I remember saying to him, I said, it's like this every night. And you could, I knew when Nod was angry,
Yeah,
you know, and he was getting really angry about when he came up, when Jim came off stage, you know, because I remember saying to Nod once, I don't know why we bother going on stage, and not totally agree with him, because Jim used to go off and just go off on one, and there was no reason for it. We had a great night or whatever, you know, and it was just very strange. And I'll tell you what, that it really got to Nod at the end, you know.
yeah.
And that's what I think, that's one of the reasons, thinking about it now, why Nod didn't want to go on stage anymore, you know.
That's interesting. Did H ever join in, or did he just sort of come off the stage and shrug his shoulders?
What was that, Chris?
Did Dave ever sort of join in like that, or did he just?
No, he never said anything, because he was always the same anyway every night, you know. But no, he never said anything. But you know, it was a strange one, Chris. And
Called politics, isn't it?
It got to Nod towards the end, Chris. And like I said, I remember saying to Nod once when Jim came off, he's going on. We've been on. It's an English tour. We used to do about, I don't know, about 2 or 3 weeks on a UK tour because there's nowhere else to play after that. And it was doing it every night. So I remember he came off, well, I don't remember where it was, Chris, but he came and he was going on again. And I turned around to him and I says, I don't know why we bother going on stage, you know? And I says, I know. And Nod got really angry at Jim. He got really, I mean, Nod, you know, and you can tell when Nod, it was not joking, he was really angry.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah,
right.
There you go. And I think that was one of the reasons why Nod and Jim's relationship finished. There was things like that was going on.
No,
you know,
I understand that.
And not saying that he was the genius. And yeah, apparently he found out, someone told him he got some lesions at the back of his head, and it was a sign of genius. And I said, well, what about my acne on my back? What does that make me?
Well, I think on that bombshell, we'll end it. Thanks again, Don. Excellent stuff.
One, mate. Nice one.
I'll talk to you after the ladies told us we stopped recording.
Okay.